Looking at this problem, we're going to find the result of some sum. If, for example, we have like f of I is equal to 1 plus I, and then parentheses times 2. So this is kind of like a math equation where our I is equal to 0, so on and so forth until n. And n is going to be equal to 5 for this example. So if we want to do this, when we have something like this, and we have some kind of stopping number, we're going to want to use a for loop. So we're going to come inside of our main method. We have our public static void main with string arguments, and then we are going to declare our sum. We can initialize it to 0. We're going to declare an n, and we need to initialize it at 5 per the request here. Then what we're going to want to do is a for loop. And in our for loop, we are going to have our int I equal to 0, and then we are going to have this run as long as our I is less than or equal to the n. And if it's less than or equal to n, we are going to be inside of here, where we just continuously add into our sum. So we have sum plus equals, which means we have our sum is initially 0, and we are going to add into our sum the 1 plus I times 2 plus sum. So this is basically saying sum is equal to 1 plus I times 2 plus the previous sum. And we're going to do that every single time. That's what the plus equals is for. Of course, we're incrementing our I to the plus plus every single time. So I is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. And then once it's less than or equal to 5, once it's equal to 5, it's going to stop. And then we break out of our for loop. Notice how we don't have any brackets here. It's pretty cool because, well, we don't need that since we only have one line of code. If we have one line of code in a for loop or like if statement, then we don't need brackets to encase it. After this, we're just going to have a system.out.println and it'll print our sum. This isn't necessary, but this is just to check that our algorithm is correct. And that's how we would look at something like this.